What's going down, zombie hunters? This zombie army is going to form with a great patch note for Dead War 4. Yes, right around the 13th, they dropped a brand new patch that we are going to be covering, as well as some pretty cool weeklies that they have also said that is out there to get some rewards and a really cool skin for the shotgun. Get the diamond skin, so you can just hodl that one as you run around and blow zombies' heads off. But my name's Mac here at the MacGyver7 channel. If you're brand new to the network, go ahead and hit that subscription button and accompany with the notification bell to get the new future content that rolls across my channel. Yes, as YouTube makes it more easily available, because they hit the trillion club. Yes, I don't know if anyone else noticed that, but they have hit 1 trillion views, which is really cool because my channel has contributed close to, I want to say, like 2.7 million views, which is insane. Like, thank you everyone that's come across my channel. I appreciate you and the future people that come across this video. But yeah, let's go ahead and scroll into it, shall we? As we take a look at the technicals right over here, we got this nice, it was 1.45 as the install, but what is the technicals? That's what they'll give us up above, which is just general fixes, which I have. Great expansions past that. As we join over here on the December updates that you can see on the ZA4 forums, that there is a full patch notes that have rolled out for as far as what we can see for the playtime and the counter now working as intended. Certain sound effects throughout the Dead Zeppelin, and those levels of rock and roll will be heard throughout the Deadlands. On top of that, for as far as where the dead ahead, the shooting range and the zombies no longer misalign for as far as the cage and the presence of the safe. You can see some crossplay for as far as PlayStation, PC only, and they're playing along quite well. On top of the death candle. And now, yes, you are going to be seeing some pretty cool cooperative situations on top of that. For the workbench is no longer an issue with inside of that portion of the PlayStation 4. On top of that, for as far as a few other missions that come into is the Strange Brigade. Inside of there, for as far as the pack, you can see that it no longer clips through the secondary weapon on all the Hector character skins. On top of that, for as far as the cross play, also coming down to a few other fixes, PlayStation and PC get resolved on top of the speaker icon for as far as the display correctly when players mute themselves. Return to Hell for Carl zombies. You can see that the appear through the missions no longer wear the Carl outfit skin. Yes, it's mind-blowing, but they fixed it. On top of that, for as far as the blowtorch and the weapon bundle, for as far as the mismatched texture, now we'll be able to perform a great portion of pyrotechnics that would rival that of a really badass concert back in the day, apparently. Just I hear legends of that. They had fire and explosions. It's like Michael Bay on stage, apparently. But this game's pretty fun about actually really bringing like an actual battlefield to life. All jokes aside, we move on past that as it continues. It's the visual effects inside of there for as far as the third pump regulator and the upgrades. Now on top of that, for as far as you can see, the walkway A and the over dark textures no longer have that. Now you can see a little bit easier for as far as the exiting and the starting room. Crossplay also makes the list yet again for the voice chat toggle being able to be adjusted in clarity. M3 and the grease gun and the issues with the charm incorrectly attached now have been resolved. Flare gun also with issues inside of the charms. You can see a ton of stuff where you had the crossplay again coming up to the resolved portions of speaker icons with screens and pushing the actual gameplay in tandem. Now they should have that hopefully resolved, but leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear what the community has to show for the content of the playable field right now. They said they've resolved some errors with the DLCs. This is also portions of the Domination Valley. You can see the Hoarder mode inside of there for the blowtorch inside of weapons had been added into the cache and the progress block on top of the afflicted some players portionable. But this has been rectified. Apparently, you know, they've actually been able to resolve these issues on top of where they've had where the screen display had been muted. Just seems like a lot of like just really connectivity with like crossplay, and now we can see the last thing on top of there before we get to Stadia, which is the missions and being able to close those screens. As we come down here, Stadia has a huge list, which is pretty much almost around the same thing, except for a few things that have been modified. Definitely take a look at that. As you can see, that there are tons of other things we can get down to, as the Windows Store also gets a nice little plus for the lobby. Longer, no yeah, it's no longer gonna fail on top of the situation for the browser game, so you're not gonna get kicked from the lobby when you're trying to just meet up with friends. So they're making it easier. This seems like a really great like update for like just keeping people playing the game cooperatively and keeping the community happy with fixes. Which brings us to the weekly event. Yes, the suicide mission modifier. There will be a lot more suiciders, and there will be infinite shotgun ammo, so you'll be able to just blow the crap out of everything. So be prepared, get ready for that XP reward and that skin for those diamond handers of a shotgun. Just continue to pump it out and see what happens. Let the heads roll as you get the portion of some great weekly events. But that wraps up our weekly portion of where this can be. And we'll see what happens next week, as they may roll across another update. Who knows? You'll just have to subscribe to find out. I'll see you guys and gals in the near future. Stay safe, stay classy, and I'll see you there.